Don't teach the Yellow Brick Road, and they won't correlate it to books. They just teach the phonics. Now, the organization that does that had one of the best phonics programs in the country in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. I studied with them, and my Big Dipper and Crescent Moon were influenced by them, though I made major changes in it. They did things for kids who were deaf, so I pulled out changes, but also the backside of my board was influenced by them. Great program. And in fact, if I didn't have any tutors in the area and they say, where do I go? I'd tell them, this is where to go. Now what happened is the person who created that program died, and another person who's more sight word based took over and taught sight word and taught the phonics, but unrelated to books. Okay, now, so everyone in the previous phonics program, when they came to me, were a Start 4. Do we know what that is? Start 4, or have we heard of that? A Start 4 is a kid who can read but has gaps. So you can move real quick with a Start 4. Okay. I mean, Start 5 is our highest start. That means they don't have reading problems, comprehension. So they were also, everyone I dealt with from that was Start 4. Everyone I dealt with who's taken 200 hours of the new program comes in as a Start 2. Everyone. Which tells me two things. One is, it doesn't work to teach a lot of sight words to kids who word formulary isn't working, because they don't stick. And number two, if you don't match the sounds with the books, you're wasting your time, because not only are you taking away time from crucial concept of the books, but you're also just adding confusion that you're not reinforcing. So you always want to stay, when it comes to reading, you don't want to go ahead until the day before your new book, and then you want to make sure you teach the next concept so they're ready for the next book. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. 2, 4. Okay. I want you to come on, join Northern Partners. And I want you first to share what the 3 processors are we talked about, okay? And then I'd like you to share about how we use this Yellow Brick Road, how that works, as best you can.